Hey Dog Nation, this is the Dog Father here. Welcome to Dog Bowl 13. We're going to have a really special bunch of games ahead of us, and I'm here with one of our sponsors. This is Matt Martinez of MMD Electric. Tell us a little bit about your company.
MMD Electric is a commercial, industrial, residential, small job service company that kind of keep with smaller jobs so we can keep the schedule more open.
No, that's fantastic, and I can vouch for you because you've come to my house multiple times and saved the day for Cindy and I.
Right.
So, and that's the residential side, but you do a lot more than that.
Correct, yeah. So commercial, we help out with other sponsors like Skylight Specialists, which is a sponsor. We do help them out some of their commercial/residential jobs, or just even restaurants and you name it. We're there to do it. We do it all.
Yeah, and so this year, and just like last year, you're our streaming sponsor. So with that, Shaw Hockey Productions comes in and they cover 46 games over the course of the weekend, all the way from the beer leaguer crappy guys like you and me to world-class sled hockey players and NHL players. All,
correct, yeah.
And we can't do that without guys like you, without Shawzy and so on and so forth. So thank you for doing that. And we also have a kind of a cool theme this year at the Dog Bowl, and we're wearing it right now.
We are. The theme I like about this Dog Bowl, and it comes close to home to me, is organ donations. So with the Dog Bowl going on this year in the Survivor game, it's all organ transplant recipients and donors.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about you a little bit on that because you hit both sides of that, right? Because with organ donors, you have the people that receive the organ donations, but you also have the people that give the organs, right?
Correct.
And some of those are living donors, some unfortunately pass, and that goes from there. But kind of tell us about yours.
So first one that got me involved with the organization with Dog Nation was a kidney donation to, everyone knows, D-Rep. Or Dave Repsher with the Flight for Life back in 2015.
Yeah.
The helicopter accident with Flight for Life. So yeah, he went through some troubles, and I donated my kidney, which got him back up and running, and life's great with him.
Yeah, and then you on the other side, you're a recipient yourself.
I'm a recipient. I actually have a 21-year-old man from Florida's cadaver cartilage in my left knee.
Yeah, ironically, the same surgery Gabe Landeskog just had.
That is true.
So you came back, so that means Gabe's coming back too. So,
Definitely.
But that's terrific stuff, amazing on both sides, and also we're wearing the Survivor game jerseys. So these are going to be on Saturday. Amazing game to watch. That'll be on one of the broadcasts and
at 2:30 p.m. Saturday afternoon.
Yeah, and you are going to be in that game, and so is Dave.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, thank you very much. Tune in. 46 games. You're not going to want to miss a single one. Check it out. Thank you.
You have the other roster?
Yep.
I was going to say, I know Scotty Miner's on there. That's a kid I coached last year. He played juniors this year.
Got him right here.
Yeah.
And good morning from the Edge Ice Arena in Littleton, Colorado. This is the 13th annual Dawg Bowl, and we've got platinum action here this morning with SSSIHL, otherwise known as the tag group, versus the Wolfpack. Wolfpack comes dressed in their orange uniforms, and SSSIHL in their whites trimmed out with red. I'm Manny Furtado, joined by Charlie Host and Ken Klee. Ken, welcome to the booth up here.
Thanks, guys.
You've got a rooting interest here today.
That's it. We got the trifecta.
And it could have been the quad, but they couldn't convince you to come out.
Not this year.
We are just underway as SSSIHL comes in with a 1-0 record. Wolfpack need this win. And so we'll see what happens here today as the puck is gloved down. Picked up and motoring up ahead. Working his way in is Gabe Levine. Levine with the puck. Delivers it back up to the point. The shot, he whistles wide. There's Avi with a shot. That one goes wide, and the puck over on the far side is re-secured by Michael Davies. Davies moves it back over to the near side. Tanner Doty gets a stick on it. And the bouncing puck is tapped back down, and Matt Tabram's got it. Tabram moves it off the near side wall and back out to center. Stepping in from his D position, John Walton. Walton, who wore number 15 yesterday, is now number 22. With the puck working his way is Mason Klee. Klee delivers it back over to the far side. Nobody picks up that puck, and the puck comes all the way back to Garrett Klee. Brother Garrett, here comes Mason. Mason working into the zone. Delivers it back over to A.J. Hodges. Hodges shot, sharp angle there. Should mention Caden Bailey is in goal. Out to our left-hand side, and Sammy Bernard to our right-hand side. The quick little shovel shot, James Crossman just misses the mark. Crossman, who played at Brown, is getting a 5th year at Ohio State.
Yeah, he's actually going to Michigan State. Mason Klee is going to Ohio State, yeah.
That's right. So you know that all too well.
Yeah, that's it.
And A.J. Hodges out there, another local product. So battling for the puck. Puck comes back over from the low slot, and just missing was Garrett Klee. Was fed by his brother David. See David out there, number 20. And Garrett's got the puck. Garrett working into the zone, finds David. David in the slot. His shot deflected, second chance, a backhander. Deflected up and over Caden Bailey's cage. And with the puck is Fear. Fear looking for options. Didn't have a good one, sends it right up the gut. That clears the zone all the way back to Sammy Bernard. Back up through center. Puck was almost stolen there as Joe Turk on the puck. Puck comes back to the captain, Kevin Connors. Glances one off the boards and picked up by Hanley. Hanley brings it in, and a shoulder save by Caden Bailey. Devine peeling away from Rodwell's pressure, moves the puck up ice, and Joe Turk's got it. Turk working with Tom Lee, and Lee coming up with the puck over on the far side, feeds it back up from the line. Avi delivers it back over to Carnahan. Carnahan's shot deflected. Tanner Doty's got it. Doty peeling away from pressure is able to get it back over to the near side to DeMarco. DeMarco, cross ice feed. And the puck back beyond the reach of Rodwell. That's going to go for an icing. We're at the 11:58 and counting mark, scoreless game thus far. Charlie, what do you think?
Good pace, a lot like the first one. And Ken, I was just downstairs. I had a chance to briefly chat with Mason, and you know, that's where the college game is, where a lot of these guys, they play 4 years and then they get the 5th year, and we've seen it at DU with some 5th-year guys coming in and making a difference. He sure seems excited about the opportunity.
Yeah, it's going to be a great opportunity for him. I mean, obviously, you know, he was excited about going to RPI and had a good 4 years there, got his degree, but now he's get a chance to play Big Ten hockey, Big Ten amenities and everything. He's really excited.
So Gabe Levine sets up to take the face-off, and it's one back, slid back over to the near side. Carnahan with it. Carnahan played some hockey at Miami of Ohio, and the puck shoveled up the boards on the far side. A quick no-look feed from Tanner Doty, and the exit occurs. Back on the near side, Rodwell works it in. Rodwell, twisting pass, sticked aside. Caden Bailey puts it over onto the far side. Caden Bailey playing some hockey there at Michigan Tech. So Bailey, the 3rd-year Michigan Tech goaltender, as the puck comes off the boards and back out to center ice, collapsed on. Loose puck picked back up by Lee. Lee tries to work it into the zone, but he's surrounded by orange, and the puck is taken away. Back out to center. Puck tipped aside and trying to jam it back in deep into the zone. Michael Davies has it. Glances off over his shoulder, fishes one back up to the line, and back up straight ahead as Mason Klee delivers it, and the shot just whistles wide. With an opportunity back over on the far side was A.J. Hodges. Hodges in those dark green jersey and helmet. Puck comes back over to the near side, and Avi delivers it back, and the shot just misses as Matt Tabram had an opportunity. Sammy Bernard was there to deny him. Puck comes back out to center, picking the puck up. Tabram works it in. Tabram working wide, delivers it back. Avi with the shot and a pad save. Puck has moved back over quickly, far side. John Walton with the puck. Hodges with it. Hodges into the corner, taps it back into the corner. Overskated by Crossman, can't come up with it, and then Fear's got it. Eric Fear, the DU product, brings it back into the zone. He's got a man over on the far side, takes the shot. Bernard gobbles it up and absorbs the puck.
Some good youth legs again on this skate in this game. Fear there going the length of the ice. Tabram before him. I always say about Tabram, he's one of those Colorado Springs guys who found his way up to Denver. Plenty of the Denver guys end up down at Colorado College as well. Tabram, one of the guys who grew up down in the Springs and ended up playing his college days at DU.
Davies delivers it over to Klee, and Garrett's Klee shot goes wide, jammed up the boards over on the far side. The captain, Kevin Connors, ties up Trevor Abbey, captain on captain. Meanwhile, Davies dancing through center. Davies takes the line and dishes it back over to the near side. A.J. Hodges has it stripped off his stick, and the long feed beyond the stick of Henderson. Sammy Bernard gets into the action and moves the puck back over to the near side. Crossman protecting. Crossman gets tied up. Puck is taken away. Henderson 12 on 12 as there's Kevin Connors with a stick check on Henderson. Henderson had a goal yesterday, and Davies with the puck works his way through center. He's got Klee with him, has it poked off his stick. Crossman gathers it back in and resettles things back to the Wolfpack line. Dancing through, Patrick Rafferty. Rafferty, the main commit, works it back behind the cage. Carnahan watches him. Back to Rafferty. Rafferty can't grasp it, and Klee's got it. David Klee looking for options. Klee working back, top of the circle. Swizzles back over to the near side. On the dot, puts the pass, but it's deflected. Gathers it back in. Klee right in tight. The shot by Rafferty just whistles wide. Puck is picked back up by Walton. Walton glances one off the boards and back over as it comes back out to center. Quickly touch back over to the near side. Austin Hanley looking up ice. And just ahead of the play, offsides there. We've got a whistle with 7:34 and counting, 0-0. Couple of good opportunities there.
Really good opportunities. One of them off the tape of David Klee, finding Rafferty right in front all alone. He just missed it wide of the net. Kenny, obviously your three boys on one team here. Nice to be able to watch all three, as you were saying before we hopped on air, in one place. That doesn't
unique,
happen.
Yeah, for sure. Now the one's retired too, so he's done. But the other two are still going and having a ball. For them, it's just a great time to get out, and obviously they compete every day at everything they do. So getting out here, just kind of, it's nice for them to play together. It's kind of fun.
I remember when Bugs was the little one here, and there's a quick bid there by Levine. That one whistles wide.
Yeah, now he's the biggest.
He's the biggest.
Yeah.
It's funny how that happens.
Yeah.
And so battling to keep the puck in is the tag group. Levine pressing hard, but held off by Austin Hanley. The Northern Michigan player brings it back over to the near side, and Klee's got it. David Klee works it into the zone, feeds it back in tight as Rafferty peels away, looking for the trailer. Rafferty back between the slots. Slots takes the shot, and it dribbles in as the Wolfpack lead 1-0.
That's got to be more exciting than the game you guys had earlier with one goal in a charity game. I'm going to give Milan a hard time for sure. Holy cow. How do they keep him to one goal?
There was a lot of back checking going on.
Did he have the one goal? I didn't even see it.
Checking.
Did he have the one at least?
He did not.
No, it was scored by Smeknov.
Come on.
Haida's recruit.
Yeah, Haida's recruit.
I'm going to give Hedgie a hard time for sure for that. Tell him it's a charity outing. People want to see him score. I'm not sure what's happening here.
Goalies were on their A game, though,
yeah.
Kenny, on both sides. There were a lot of chances.
Yeah, we had Peter Budai over on the far side. Rodwell's got the puck from the dot, and the shot is answered by Caden Bailey. Talked about Bailey earlier. Bailey played both in the BCHL as well as the NA for the Lone Star Brahmas. He's out of Florida. He played a solid game yesterday.
Yeah, they won yesterday, huh?
They won big yesterday. Really surprising Denver Concrete.
Yeah.
Denver Concrete with a must-win today wasn't able to come up with it. And for the Wolfpack, it's the same. As the long pass glances off the stick of Tanner Doty and all the way back to Bailey's cage. With the head up, looking for options, working his way out of the zone, and the long pass. Tabram finds the mark, spilling to the ice. Tanner Doty headmans it back up. Rodwell calling for it. Here's the shot. Pad save, comes back over to the near side. Tanner Doty taps it into the corner. Rodwell, cross ice feed, but an active stick there by Tom Lee disrupts things, working his way as Mason Klee working along top of the blue line. Sends it back over. Klee calls for it again. Mason Klee, stip check there by Jason Abbey. And Jason Abbey coming away with it. His pass to Trevor beyond the reach. Goes the distance. Icing is waved off as John Walton glances over the shoulder with 4:19 remaining in the first period. Walton strides back through center. Feeds it back over to the near side. Hodges has it. Hodges, his pass to Davies. Davies protecting on the far side. Hassled by Jeremy Rowell. Feeds it back up ice. Turk's got it. Turk with the puck. Has it poked off his stick. Gathered back in. Turk with a punch shot. Deflects it. Rings the boards back over to the far side. There's Scott Miner. You talked about him earlier.
Yeah, uh-oh. He's not going to like that.
Puck is picked up by Klee.
Oh,
second chance as Garrett Klee had a golden opportunity. Klee calling for it. Hodges hands it off. Klee with some open ice, delivers it back over. Kevin Connors shot, and it's deflected up into the netting. A whistle there.
He's going to want that one back. Goalie made a good save on the first one, but him hitting the post on the empty net he'll want that back.
Little deja vu from game one for us. That's exactly what game one had plenty of. A lot of really good looks that just weren't finished.
I think A.J. Hodges is transferring maybe to Bentley, I want to say.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So that'll be good for him to get a new opportunity, and hopefully it works out for him. Sometimes just a change of scenery is good for the guys.
Rowell overskates the puck, and Davies got it. Davies with the head up, watched by Turk. Davies works it in, delivers it back. Here's the shot. Hodges scores.
There he is, on cue.
Hodges picked up that puck and sent it back over, and it seemed to just tip up and over Caden Bailey's glove side there. We get a good look at it, Charlie.
Good pass to find him in the middle and a good quick shot. Maybe not the hardest of shots, but more the element of surprise, maybe even able to use the defender a bit as a screen, not allowing the netminder, Caden Bailey, a lot of chance to really react to the shot because he released it so quickly.
This Wolfpack team has come to play here today with Garrett Klee back behind the cage. As Klee is knocked off the puck, but it recovers, sends it back up to the point. The shot, and Bailey gives up a soft one from the point. Austin Hanley, the Northern Michigan player, scores from the point. It is 3-0.
There's a lot of pressure on the Klee boys, I don't mind telling you. The grandparents are here to watch, so they better win.
They're off to a good start.
I think they got jumped on a little bit yesterday, and good to see that they've come back. And clearly they got their rest last night, didn't they?
Yeah.
3-0, 1:38 remaining in this first period with the Wolfpack. And the lead, calling for it there, and coming away with it is Levine. Levine moves it over along the half boards and gets it back. Levine motoring through as he's got Joe Turk with him. And just beyond, trying to come up with that loose puck. Here comes Rodwell. Rodwell takes it into the zone. Rodwell runs into some traffic, delivers it back off, and the fighting off. What a play is Caden Bailey. What an acrobatic play as he found the puck up and over himself and is able to knock it back out of harm's way. And that shot goes up and out of play. Final minute of play here with this running clock. 3-0. Wolfpack lead.
A little more scoring, Kenny. That's what I
charity
hockey.
That's what charity hockey's supposed to be. Jeez. People want to see goals, right? That's what makes it exciting.
Although I will, again, not to harken back to this first game. That first game, it was end-to-end. I think someone downstairs, Manny, said, Hedgie commented, that was more like a real hockey game.
Yeah.
There was even some checks. The two checks that have been thrown. Milan Hajduk got a pretty good check yesterday. Took a guy, the whole crowd gasped.
Yeah.
And Milan recovered him.
I think he put Rafferty in the boards. I heard from behind yesterday.
I think he did.
Yeah. He coached PJ as well as I did as well. So it's kind of every now and then when you got a player that you coach formerly, you want to.
Yeah, it was
give
a little.
shot.
It was a love tap. It was a love tap there. So
nice.
end of first period. Wolfpack leads 3-0 over SSIHL Tag here on 3 goals from Rafferty, Hodges, and Hanley, and that's where we stand. So your impressions of this whole Platinum division, Kenny? I mean, you got to see the loaded team, the top dogs. Marty never disappoints, does he? With that lineup that you've got there.
Yeah, no, it's fun. It's good to see guys out there, and now it's good to see kids out there, right? With David Hajduk and Merrick, and out here we got Raftery and Scotty Miner and David Klee, and I mean, it's good to see the older guys as well as the younger guys coming back that we've all coached and they've been around. So how tempted were you to get on the ice here? Well, I was a little bit, but then I was like, you know what? I've been on vacation for about 2 months, so I think I'm just gonna just coach right now, and then we'll see if we can get into shape for next year's, because they're actually working hard. You know that.
They are. These players, they get younger and younger, don't they? And it's good to see SSIHL out there competing. They they brought in Gabe Levine this year.
Yeah,
he really has been. He's been terrific.
Yeah, he's a good player. He plays in our Absalom with us. Gabe does. He's a really good guy, good player.
And they were supposed to have Evan Ritt with them. Evan Ritt, as you know, from DU. Although Evan unable to play this weekend, so Tom Lee has taken his spot.
How many years have you and your boys been involved with Dawg Nation?
I think pretty much from the get-go, we were with them. So I mean, it was obviously they were young then, so it was me playing with the top dogs with a lot of other alumni. But yeah, no, I think it's been pretty much from the get-go. Yeah, I would say at least one Klee pretty much has played in it. Unless we were gone to Costa Rica during the tournament, then we were pretty much always pretty close in. Yeah, at least some of us would play.
And just the growth of the event, Kenny, and what it is, today from 2011 when its inception.
Yeah. It's fun. It's good to see so many people that you don't get to see. I know the boys last night after the game, obviously they lost the game, but they were like, it was really great, going to the bar after and getting to chat with a lot of people and see them. So it's just it's a nice time where guys are all over the place, and then they can still come to this event and remember when they played together at different spots.
SSIHL trailing by 3, bringing the puck in. Trevor Arby delivers it back over to the far side, but the pass to the near side was tipped off. Joe Turk was looking for it. And Hodges with the puck up ahead of the play. Hodges with a little shot, and that was deflected by Bailey. Meanwhile, the puck comes back out to center, and holding it there was Rodwell. Calling for it back. Puck comes back over to Hodges. Hodges squares up, but a good defensive play by Eric Fear, getting back and getting a stick on it.
That's it. Fearsy's a defensive specialist now.
I had a chance to call him and Davies up at the Vale Yeti this year. The Vale Yeti, what a atmosphere they have up there. $5 beers, they pack the house up there. So A.J. Hodges, the left-handed stick, steps in. Puck is controlled by Tag. Moved over to the far side. Henderson backtracking. Finds his man. That's Scotty Miner over on the near side. And Miner moves it up the wall to Rowell. Rowell, tape-to-tape pass. Here's the shot! And was that a goal? I don't know. We've got Shaw Hockey. Boy, that rang off the post. Thought it hit the back of it. Gentlemen?
Hit the pull hard, I think.
And the inside of it. So, it went back out the same direction that it came in, which tells you just how close it was.
And trying to move the puck into the Tag zone. Miner working out of the corner, makes a move. He's hassled from behind by James Crossman. Puck is stolen by Davies. Davies stymied there. Hodges weaving his way through, takes a shot, and Bailey another save.
Get a look at that shot. Great rink-wide pass to create the chance. And man, it's bang, bang. Looked like it just went off the inside of the far post and right back out.
And terrific camera work by Michael Shaw. Thanks for all this production and work this weekend, Mike Shaw. So puck is ringed around, picked up on the, and peeling away from pressure is David Klee. Klee hassled there by Carnahan. Puck is taken away and comes back over to Henderson with a 2-on-1, possibly 3-on-1. Henderson with the puck. Backhand feed as he tried to send it through the slot. Coming up with it, Minor. Minor from the point. Minor's got a man over on the near side. Carnahan with a shot, and that one almost tipped in by Henderson, who was lurking in front of Sammy Bernard's cage. Puck comes back up. Rodwell's got it. Rodwell with a man in the middle. That's Rafferty. Rodwell's and his pass over to Sam Miller. Miller is denied. What a play by Bailey to go from post to post.
Yep. Textbook slide by Scotty Minor there. That's a great slide. Pushes the guy out, delays everything, then the goalie has a chance. Can't teach it better than that.
You can't teach it better than that.
We're going to work with Luke on that next week for sure.
Yeah. Taking away those 2-on-1s.
I love the slide. Yep. I mean, you look at analytics, that's the best way, so it's good to see.
Yeah, push the puck carrier down really below the goal line by the time he was able to make that pass.
Yep.
And Tabram's able to get it back out to the Wolfpack blue line. Forecheck tips it aside, but unable to control. Miller's got it. Miller chased out by Devine. And Devine with a stick check right in front, trying to jam it in was Joe Turk. Turk unable to. Meanwhile, puck comes back up to the point. The fluttering shot back behind Sammy Bernard's cage. Miller's got it. Sends it back up to the right-hand point. Gavin Stoik, his shot. I don't think we've mentioned Stoik today. Gavin Stoik played his hockey at Cornell. Delivers it back in the feed right on the doorstep as Rafferty had a chance. Puck comes back over to Joe Turk. Turk moves it back over to the far side.
Ooh. Another crossbar.
Another one. Yep.
Oh, that's a good hockey play.
And coming away with it is Rafferty. Rafferty, the main commit, works up against the wall, finds his man in the middle. Thinking about the shot was Klee, Mason Klee, back behind the cage. As Klee, over on the far side, fishes the one up to his brother, and the bouncing pass up and over the skate. Garrett Klee headmans the puck, back up ice, picked back up by DeMarco. DeMarco delivers it back to Doughty. Tanner Doughty, back over to Mason Klee. Klee feeds it back down. Doughty protecting the puck, but pressured there by Jason Aubie. Back over Tanner Doughty, back behind the cage, spinning, loses the handle there, and the puck back behind Bailey's cage. Fighting for it, puck finally comes out, and Jeremy Rowell is able to get the puck back out to the safety of center. Bank pass on the far side. Jason Aubie reads the play. Davies with it. Davies, a little backhand feed, and here comes Klee. Mason Klee working into the zone.
Oops.
Backhand feed stolen there by Trevor Aubie. Rowell with a shot, just misses the glove side of Bernard. Puck ricochets all the way back out to the far side. Davies taps it ahead to Hodges. Hodges swizzling, finds Klee. Mason Klee, shot deflected, just had a chance. Almost went right past the glove side there of Bailey. Puck on the far side, picked up by Trevor Aubie. Aubie with it, pressured, but delivers a backhand feed. The shot scores, Rowell makes it 3-1. Jeremy Rowell gets his first goal of the tournament, and in this second period, Jeremy Rowell played his hockey at Metro, scores, making it 3-1.
SSIHL's just kind of settled in here. They've had a few good chances on the rush, a couple off the crossbar. You could almost sense it coming a little bit, and they're able to capitalize on that chance.
Well, they're too good to go scoreless this long here. As Levine, DU versus DU, Michael Davies gives him the business with Kevin Connors back below, and the puck is pried free. Puck is picked up by Hodges. Hodges moves it up ahead, working his way in. The backhand feed by Garrett Klee, poked off the stick of James Crossman. Back up ice, counter attack. Here comes Devine. Levine with the puck. Backhand feed through the center. Henderson can't pick up the puck. Crossman's got it. Crossman moves it up the far side wall. Gets a second chance. Poked free. Fear's got it. Fear delivers it back to Henderson. Henderson shot a sharp angle. And trying to come away with it. And the whistle as the net, perhaps.
I think the goalie's mask is became dislodged.
There we go.
Sammy
Something
took one off the side of the head. Looks like the Wolf back there is running out of steam a little bit. A little careless turnovers, and then they're having to back check. It's double whammy.
They've had to go hard on the back check here a couple of times off those turnovers.
.6:16 remaining in this second period. 3-1 game as the Wolfpack in a must-win situation. As Jeremy Rowell looking for his second tally. Right in on Sammy Bernard.
Thing with that first game, pace pretty much held in there throughout the game, which really a credit to all those players on both those rosters. It almost got faster as it went along, which tells you about some of the conditioning with some of those guys.
And there's the captain as he headmans it up ahead. Finds Crossman. Crossman delays, looks back up as David Plee coming in. Finds Michael Davies. Davies works back the edge of the circle. Creates some space, back up to Klee. Klee with it. Klee fakes the shot, brings it back down into the slot, and the shot just dribbles wide as it ricocheted and had a chance at the near side. David Plee over on the far side, backhand feed. Connors got it, or Rodwell's got it. Rodwell back over to Connors. The pass looking for Davies, and a tip, can't come up with it. Rowell on the far side. Davies drags it back to center. Watched by Michael Maloney. Puck comes back over, and Aubie feeds it back up there, Callahan. And the shot from distance, Sammy Bernard will hold for the whistle.
Was it Landon Smith make an appearance last night or no?
No.
He was supposed to be on this squad.
We didn't see Landon Smith.
Yep. That's what I thought. He was supposed to be on the squad.
Wolfpack?
Wolfpack, yeah.
Wolfpack,
yeah.
Gotcha.
Landon, speaking of the Vale Yeti, Landon is a star up there. He's a scorer up there. So, back to the live action. David Plee with the pass right in, tied, and what a play by Bailey. Bailey goes down low as streaking there was Ben DeMarco. DeMarco calls for it back behind the cage. He's got it. Klee on the far side. Klee digging out the puck, feeds it back up, but it gets beyond the reach there of John Walton. Meanwhile, Sam Miller fakes one way. Trevor Aubie ties him up. And Miller working off the grain. Bouncing puck. Trying to settle it there was Jason Aubie. Henderson can't come up with it. Rafferty's got it. Rafferty moves into the zone. Moving east to west. As a little drop pass. Miller's got to pick it back up. Rafferty awaits. Blind feed. Tanner Doty was there. Coming up with the puck was DeMarco. DeMarco fires it back over to the far side, and the puck picked up and pitchforked back out to center. Trevor Aubie from the red stripe sends it back over to the far side. Looking to pick up that puck was Lee. Lee chases it back down low as he's held off by Mason Klee. Klee with a feed back over to Rafferty, and Rafferty works his way through some traffic, is able to get it back, and he draws a penalty.
Whoa, is that the first penalty of the tournament?
First penalty of this game. We had 3 in the last one.
Holy cow.
Yeah, maybe 4 with the coincidental. Well, it wasn't
That's
coincidental, but 2 on the same sequence.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we had 4, I think, in the first game.
Someone get their feathers ruffled, or?
No, they didn't. No. Just maybe heavy legs, and so they used the stick a little bit more.
Water skiing method?
Right.
And who's in the box other than number 18? And number 18 is Tom Lee. So let's catch you up to the power play as Garrett Klee is taking off the puck, and the puck over on the far side. Levine calling for it. Tabram had it, And Levine comes back and rescues the puck to Scotty Minor. Minor fires it around. Bernard awaits, and Tabram is there. Tabram pressuring along with Levine. Tabram out of the corner with the puck, shorthanded, as he sends it back over to the near side. Minor yields to it. Over on the far side, Tabram takes it all the way back out to center. Good penalty kill, gentlemen. And with the chance all ahead, up ahead, Tabram! And getting back was Mason Clay. You gotta love that, huh, Ken?
Well, he better get back. He knows. he can play as loose as he wants. He knows he has the Jets when he needs it. So
Mason Clay working down the right-hand side. He's got Davies in front of him. Clay hands it back off. Hodges comes in with the puck. Hodges dancing, sends it back over. Mason Clay, the shot, and a shoulder save. Davies on the doorstep, but covering Holden was Caden Bailey. Keeping it a 3-1 game with 24 seconds and counting in the power play.
Go ahead, Kenny.
I was going to say it was a good sequence, obviously, on the PK, but nothing like having a chase when you're on the power play and they have the puck the whole time.
7 seconds and counting on this power play with Kevin Connors with the puck. And sends it back over to the far side. Jeremy Rowell with it. Rowell, backhander. Hodges stabs it out of the air, and Hodges works his way back into the zone. Hodges, edge of the circle, far side as he puts a pass right through. Kevin Connors, the captain, looking for his first tally of the tournament. James Crossman draws in Trevor Abbey, sends it back over to the far side. Tipped in and playing it is Bailey. Bailey leaves it there for Jason Abbey. Abbey's pass up through center, picked up by his cousin. Trevor Abbey on the edge of the circle, finds the trailer, walking in all alone, and Sammy Bernard makes the save. Carnahan had all day, but not that time, as Michael Maloney scores, as it is 3-2 at the tail end of this second period.
Loose puck, anybody's puck, and Maloney was able to find it and spin around and just let the shot go, and with under 10 seconds remaining in that second period, pulls SSIHL within one.
And I hope you guys notice that we have 2 number 22s out there for this SSIHL team. And it's a good thing that that I figured it out about halfway through that first period, because I kept calling Maloney Turk.
The same name for everybody. That's it.
The first game, we had 2 15s, and I had no idea which one was which, so I just alternated, gave them each one. So
it's easier when you can just say Hey Duke to Hey Duke to Hey Duke.
Yeah.
Or Clee to Clee to Clee. It's
correct.
Pretty good.
We had 2 Divines. We had, 3 Hey Dukes, 3 Clees, 2 Divines, and 2 number 15s, mystery players. So you got to love men's league hockey, don't you?
That's it.
When these jerseys have been sitting in a garbage bag for the whole season.
In someone's basement, somewhere for sure.
Or the garage. So for the Wolfpack, they lead by 1. They need this game as they lost their first game to the Top Dogs. And so Rafferty trying to come up with the puck, and there's Gavin Stoik. We mentioned Gavin. Gavin feeds it back over, and Maloney's pass. Abbey winds it up, and Bernard responds. And the puck back behind the cage. It's Crossman with it. Crossman with that long stick. Finds Rafferty, and up ice. Here comes Davies. Davies chased there by Maloney. Feeds it back as Clee delivers a backhand feed. And Rafferty comes in as he's hassled by Abbey. Sauces it back up to the point. Kevin Connors delivers it far side, and Crossman had it teed up. Crossman's wind up. What a shot.
That was a little scary.
That was. Caught it on edge or something, and it boomeranged straight up.
Yeah, I think both teams are glad nobody got hit there. That's for sure.
So the faceoff comes out of the zone, and with 11:17 remaining in this third period, we have stoppage time. And there's Abbey. Abbey delivers it back over, but the hot pass off the boards is intercepted by Miller. Miller, a backhand feed. As Clee tried to tip it past, comes back up and Davies has it. Davies winds up the shot as Avi clears the deck. Puck over to the far side. Tom Lee with the puck as he's hassled by Rafferty. Lee looking for a man in the middle, and Rafferty's got the puck. Rafferty sends it back over. Tipped. David Klee's got it. Klee with a backhand feed, intercepted. Henderson has it poked off his stick, and the puck poked free. Here comes Rafferty. Rafferty all alone brings it in. The shot. Goal scored. It is 4-2. Wolf leads SSIHL.
Yeah, PJ's got a great motor. He's a heck of a hockey player. He's going to be really good at Maine. He's going to play one more year on the USHL, and then he'll be off to college. But when you just watch him play, he's got explosiveness, and if he can just calm himself a little bit to get a little more confidence in his hands, he'll be a heck of a player for sure there.
And what a place to play in that barn at the Lincoln in the USHL as he plays for the Stars.
The Icebox.
Boy, that was the first game I saw in the USHL. What a place, what an atmosphere.
Best laser show in the league. That's what all the kids always say.
There's a pass right in front as Henderson was looking for a tip, a drive, and that one goes up and over and out of play. That was Eric Fear. Fear out of Winnetka, Illinois, made his way to the University of Denver. As he sets up in your foreground there, you get a good look at him, number 3 for Tag. And Avi gets tipped aside. Here comes Hodges. Hodges versus Fear. Hodges brings it in, makes a move there, leaves the puck behind, delivers a pass, tips it into the shot, and Bailey covers. Hodges versus Fear, and Hodges tried to make a move there.
That last goal for the Wolfpack, that was a big one. SSAHL was just coming, kind of clawing their way back in, especially with that late goal in the second. Now back up to a 2-goal lead.
And the puck picked up by Klee. Klee tapped ahead by Hodges, intercepted, and walking in. Back calling for the puck. There was Devine, can't come up with it. Garrett Klee with the puck, works it into the zone as he's got DeMarco with him. As it well defended on the far side by Carnahan. Able to get it back out to center. Gabe Levine peeling away from pressure. Takes the zone. And Levine with the puck, watched by Mason Klee. Play is disrupted and back out to center. 9:09 remaining in this third period. 2-goal deficit for Tag Group. Delivers it back. Trevor Avi's shot. And redirected into the far side by Bernard. Puck over on the far side. Joe Turk with it. Delivers it back up through. Tanner Doty tries to tap it aside. Is able to do so. Rodwell on the march. Rodwell's shot, and it glances off the glove of Bailey and up and over the cage. Derek Rodwell played some hockey at North Dakota. Picks up the puck from the edge of the circle. Puts a soft one in. Bailey defends it. Davies with the puck again. Davies sends it back up to the point. Delivered back over to the right-hand side. Klee back down low. Rodwell turned aside by Avi. Watch closely. Rodwell delivers it back over to Tanner Doty. Doty back up to Mason Klee. Klee over to the near side looking for John Walton. Walton delivers it back over to the far side. Walton gathers it back in. Walton leaves the puck behind. Puck back up against the wall. Klee keeps it in play. Rodwell with it. Poked off his stick. Avi's got it. Loses it. Davies with a chance of coming away with it was Miner. Miner moves it back over to Trevor Avi. As Avi feathers one back through, looking for Michael Maloney and his second goal of the game. Avi with the shot. Loose puck on the side of the cage, covered and held by Bernard.
That's a big save at a key time for sure. It's definitely the Wolfpack is controlling the play.
7:53 remaining in this third period, 2-goal deficit. As SSIHL, otherwise known as Tag, pressing now. And Tabram to take this face-off, wins a clean one back. It's Fear with it. Fear delivers it back to Tabram. A little tip shot there. As Davies glances over his shoulder, accelerates and hides behind Bernard's cage. With time, Davies finds his D partner Crossman. Crossman up ice, sends it back over. Rafferty, tape to tape, back to Davies. Davies shadowed by Fear on the far side. Davies with the puck, surrounded. Davies tries to send it back down low. Puck is forced back out to center. Davies got a piece of it. Rafferty looks to jump on it. Maloney taps it back out to center. David Klee draws him in. Has it stolen by Tabram. Tabram's got a man in the middle. Tabram takes the shot. Bernard will settle things for the Wolfpack.
We chat a little bit, Ken, about Mason going RPI, good 4 years to Ohio State. Garrett just finished up at Northern.
Yeah, it was good for both boys. They both had great experiences. It was good, and different than what I had at Bowling Green, which is for me is as important. And then obviously David's committed to go to North Dakota, so that's another, a different school again. So they all kind of have their own experiences, all got their own personalities, do their own thing. So it's fun to watch.
Rafferty working it in the zone. The one-timer by Hodges is read the distance.
And David's at Chicago in the USHL?
He was in Waterloo, and now he'll be in
Waterloo?
Muskegon next year. Yep.
Gotcha.
Yep. He just went through a trade. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. But now I think all of them have been traded now. So Garrett from Madison to Waterloo, Mason from Lincoln to Sioux Falls, and then now Bugs Waterloo to Muskegon. So,
Gotcha.
yeah. So he's really excited about next year. He just got back from the camp, went well, and so.
It's great.
Yeah, so he's really excited to have a good summer of training and then get back at it. It's a long season for those kids.
Yeah.
Michael Henderson brings it in, and a blocker save by Bernard. Puck is moved back over to the far side. Here comes Hodges. Hodges with Rafferty trailing, finds Rafferty. Rafferty back behind the cage. Rafferty running out of real estate is double teamed. Gavin Stoik moves the puck back over to the left wing boards. As Jeremy Rao holds it there, and he'll fish it back. Rafferty chases it down. Rafferty back behind Bailey's cage, looking for Crossman, the shot. And Crossman's bid goes wide. Back over to the far side. Garrett Klee finds Crossman. Crossman, as he had Levine right in his wickets, couldn't get much of a shot off.
You're right on Rafferty. Those first few strides, he's quick. He's got power.
Yeah, he's super explosive.
Yep.
I mean, when you watch him play, I've watched him play U16 and then in the USHL for the past couple of years against my kids, and just he's fun to watch. He's got a great motor. I mean, that's the first thing I noticed when I was, we were kind of with David Clarkson, looking at our U16 team was, look at this kid's motor. He's going to be able to play for a while because he just has that a lot of kids just don't have. So.
Yep.
Hobby with the puck. Backhand feed, but it's picked off by DeMarco. DeMarco finds his man over on the near side. Picked up and tumbling there was Maloney. Sam Miller with the puck back behind the cage. Chased out by Hobby. Works his way through, and Miller works back through center. As Maloney is there, Miller rags some time off. 5:30 remaining in this contest. And the puck over on the far side. The puck is picked back up and moved away as DeMarco finds Miller one more time. Miller with a quick little snapshot. Stoik's got it. Stoik back behind the cage. He's got Maloney up ahead of him. Stoik with it as he avoids Rodwell. Finds a man on the far side. It's Obby. Obby cross ice feed. Maloney with the shot. Sails up and over. Ricochets back over to the far side. And the bouncing puck. Who controls? Move back over. Garrett Klee one hands it back through center. He's got a man trailing. Klee with the backhand feed. Maloney steals it. Long pass, picked back up by Turk. Turk with the puck. Sends it back over to the far side. Looks for their turn feed. He's got it, but Mason Klee recovers. Back in the corner. Turk battling for it. He gets double teamed there. Mason Klee comes away with the puck and sends a soft pass to the far side. Rodwell. Back up through. Garrett Klee can't come up with that one. Meanwhile, Trevor Obby's got it. Trailing by 2 with 4:25 remaining. And the tag group needs one here, gentlemen.
Yeah, they definitely need to muster one and get them within one so they can make that late charge.
As DeMarco with the pass, delivered back up, back over to the near side. John Walton's shot. And Tanner Doty puts a soft one into the slot, poked into the far side corner. Mason Klee with the puck. As the bouncing puck in tight, Klee draws a penalty. We've got a hooking call, I believe. And so not what SSIHL wanted at this time of the game. 3:49 remaining, and the second power play of the game is coming.
You guys know where Gavin Stoik played? I was trying to remember.
He played at Cornell.
Cornell. He's a big boy.
His mom is playing in the Survivor League, in the Survivor game here.
Oh, that's awesome. Glad to hear it.
So Lee takes his second penalty of the game. And let's see if the Wolfpack can put this one away. They've got 3:48 and a power play to work with. As Devine looks to chase down Mason Clee. Devine with the puck, finds a man, and Stoik turnaround shot deflected, and up ahead of the play, calling forward is Hodges. Hodges has Tanner Doty on the far side. Hodges finds the top of the corner, stick side. It is 5-2, and the Wolfpack take advantage of Lee's penalty. 5-2, 3:26 to go.
That's a heck of a shot. Gives a little fake pass to get the goalie to bite a little bit, and then boom, short side, under the bar.
Not a lot of room to put it, and he placed it exactly where it needed to be. And I think you're right, Kenny, that, looking for that pass, got the goalie to bite just enough to give him a little real estate on that short side.
Yeah, it doesn't take a lot. Little fake, it's amazing how many guys are good at that little hesitation that, you wonder how they score so many goals, and that's it. A lot of it is they just have a slight hesitation or a slight, adjusting to the puck to make the goalie pause or shift, and then, then they've got, there's just enough room to put it in.
And for Hodges, that is his second tally of the game. Rafferty's got 2. We'll see if we can see a hat trick here. We've got 3:01 remaining. And SSIHL keeps Caden Bailey in the net thus far. And Rafferty working up against the crane, escapes traffic as he works his way into the zone. Hands it off to Hodges, looks for the pass, back, and what a play is Rafferty with those hands. You talked about it earlier.
Yeah, just a little bit of poise. He's got a great engine when he does that, and he's feeling good like today. He's already got 2, so he's looking for his third.
He almost put it in for you, Manny, on cue there. You had teed up the hat trick, and he almost delivered.
And there's Clay with it. That shot goes off a shoulder and up and out of play. So talk a little bit about David's game and how you see it in the USHL and how it's maybe changed a little bit here.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a big body. He's kind of learning how to play within himself. He's got the luxury of being beat up a lot as a kid, so he's got a meanness to him, and along with skill. So he's excited. He's really talked to I want to say 20 NHL teams, so he's super excited about next week and the possibility that he might get selected. It just kind of it's a process. He knows, but it's still it's an exciting thing to. You've got that many teams calling you, interviewing you, and when you just look at the tools he has. He skates well. He's big. He's got skills. He's got a little meanness, which we all know that carries you a little ways. When you look at a team like Vegas, I think Todd Button was just saying if you're a scout right now and you're not drafting big guys who have skills, it's you're gonna have a hard time winning a Stanley Cup. So it'll be interesting to see.
Well, he certainly has inherited some talent. I know Robin is a heck of a tennis player.
Exactly.
So with the puck back behind, and there he's pressuring. Puck comes back over to the far side. Abby.
Yeah, Mom likes to say his hands come from her. So.
Well, kid, that's okay. You can accept that one.
That's
can't
okay.
You?
Hey,
you did pretty well. I'll tell you what.
I'm a 50-goal scorer. It just took me 14 years to do it. That's all. So.
There we go. Rafferty with the puck back behind the cage as he avoids Carnahan, sends it back over to the near side. Garrett, and calling for it there was Hanley. As we mentioned, a bunch of these Northern Michigan, these green helmets, green jerseys, green breezers, all sorts of green out there this weekend. 1:09 remaining. Sam Miller emerges from the pile. Miller works it back in as he's got Rodwell back behind him. Rafferty in the final minute of play here. Rafferty slides it back over to Miller. Miller down low. Clay, a backhand feed, and that's intercepted. Final 46 seconds. And Levine works it in, but Sammy Bernard scoops that one up. He'll hang it there with 37 seconds remaining in this contest.
Gabe showing his speed there, getting past the defender.
He's fun to watch. He's got that explosion.
And that one teed up by Trevor Abbey. Deflected off of Ben DeMarco out of Lawrence University. Puck is chipped ahead. And we're in the final 23 seconds of this contest. Matt Tabro looking up ice. Play is red. As Garrett Klee delivers it back over and over on the far side. Rodwell's got it. Klee calling for it up. And that one banks off of a stick.
Header.
Up and out of play.
That's going to take a little paint off the mask, yeah.
Caden Bailey, 99 birth year. He's got those distinctive pads. What do you think of those? Does that throw you off?
They're colorful.
I mean, Charlie, you're on a breakaway. I mean, what's going through your mind?
Well, I was a forward, and like Ken just said, I had about 13 goals in 4 years in my DU time. So worrying about what pads the goalie was wearing or what color that was not high on my that was down the list of issues.
Charlie, you're
when it come to goal scoring.
Charlie, you're embellishing. You had 12 goals.
12.
So,
see, I added one.
I did my homework on you.
Perfect.
So
12.
Anyway. Lucky 13. Here we go. Gentlemen, we saw a terrific game. The Klee boys came up big, and final score was 5-2. Rafferty gets 2, Hodges gets 2, and Handley scores the extra. And that's where we end things. So this evening, we've got this, the Wolfpack will go up against Denver Concrete. So Wolfpack comes up big, getting a win. They go 1-1 thus far. Denver Concrete 0-2. I don't know. Does Denver Concrete, can they go 0-3? I don't know.
They're the defending champions?
That's going to do it.
Five-time.
And then you got the top dogs. So what a matchup. We've got this tag group has to recover as they've go 1-1, and they've got the top dogs, who's got to be the odds-on favorite thus far.
You guys know how this tournament goes. As the tournament goes, the older guys, have a few too many beers, and their legs start going, and it favors the youth for sure.
Terrific. Guys, thanks for joining us here. Charlie Host, it's been great having you here. You're going to stick around. We got games tonight. We got Survivor up in a little bit. And Ken, you going to be back here for this evening's game?
I would probably say not, but thanks, guys, for having me. I appreciate it.
Okay, enjoyed having you. Thanks so much. And Mike Shaw, as always, terrific job on all the replays. Final score, 5-2, as the Wolfpack comes back and goes 1-1 over SSIHL. I'm Manny Furtado for Charlie Host and Ken Klee. Glad to have you on board. We'll see you this evening. Good night.
That's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in.
I am Matt Martinez with MMD Electric, official streaming sponsor of Dog Bowl 13.
Thank you, Matt. And always remember to play hard,
Play fair.
and give back.
We'll see you at the next face-off.